Join us now for the Lebanon Baptist Church program with Brother Carl Shelton. If you'd like to write Brother Shelton, write Lebanon Baptist Church, 4811 High Cone Road, Greensboro, North Carolina, 27405. Now the Lebanon Baptist Church program.
So my family's been coming here to Lebanon for about 18 years, and on our first Sunday here in the nursery, my son's tooth got knocked out. Good times.
I've been going to Lebanon almost 41 years.
Since the fall of 1960.
Me and Kristen and Grayson and Megan started coming the spring of 20, right as COVID was going. And then we joined later that summer into the fall. A bunch of churches stopped meeting, and this was the only church that was meeting like outside on the baseball field. So we were like, you know what, let's give it a try.
We have been coming to Lebanon for just over a year, but for Reese, only about 6 weeks.
56 years. We came here in October of 1968 with all my family.
There's so many memories. I mean, I've got 41 years worth of memories worked up, so it's hard to choose just one. A lot of my really good core memories are from my time as a youth in the youth group. Greg and Pam were our leaders, and just the trips we took. I remember we went to Busch Gardens every year, and that was a bonding time. Our missions trips we took overseas was very impactful, a time of service. I think our missions trip really focused in and taught me the value of service in my teenage years.
Well, one of the favorite ones was when we got to build the new sanctuary in the 80s. We got to build that. We were in this building, and it would overflowed, and we just had standing room only some Sundays, and the area out here had really built up in the northeast area, and a lot of housing developments and all, and we just had to have more space.
Oh, so many. But I think early years, it was probably when we had revivals, you know, and it was spirit-filled. We had members that would, you know, shout or get happy.
I would say some of the greatest memories is some of the revivals we had and see the growth of the church.
One of my favorite memories was when I first came, my Sunday school teachers were Emily Williamson and Della Little. And Emily Williamson was a charter member. So I've had an opportunity to have influence from the very first person that was here as a charter member and invest in my life. And then, of course, all the memories of all the great members and people who have influenced and challenged me since then.
Favorite memory would have to be watching Grayson get baptized.
Well, and then it had the singing. All the choir members were in the tree. They had to stand in that tree, and it was very small. I mean, it was very small to get in and out of that tree because this small, and then you had the lights that hung behind. You had to be real careful because at that time, if you knocked one bulb out, it put a whole strand of lights out. So you had to find where that one bulb was. But it always, and we put up two smaller trees, one on each side of the stage, made them like trees and put decorations and lights on them. And it was all programmed sequence to the music, and it was just beautiful, really, it was beautiful.
Through the years that we've been here, this has been my family for my family. We have a family, but we're closer to Lebanon than we are our family, and we've been through many seasons of growing together, and this church family has always been here for us.
So it's meant a lot to me, and my church family has always had my back when something would go wrong in my family. So I really appreciated that.
Lebanon's taught me the really big value of service. Salvation is the only thing you need for heaven, but I don't believe your faith can be truly fulfilling if you don't find a way to serve God and to serve others. And Lebanon's given me different opportunities. You know, the drama ministry we do, serving in the kids ministry and teaching Sunday school. I don't think my life would be as fulfilling if I didn't have a chance to work in these ministries. And I think I would be very unfulfilled in my faith if I didn't have a chance to practice that service.
God has used the people of Lebanon in huge ways to bless us with the arrival of our daughter. We were blessed with a beautiful baby shower. We had members of the church come to the hospital right before she was born to pray over us. We had countless meals be brought to us after her birth, and so many people have reached out to us, letting us know that they're praying for us before, during, and after her arrival. This church is just made up of some of the most amazing people that I'm so thankful to be able to call them my friends and family in Christ, and to be able to do life alongside of them.
With Re-Engage, we went through that a couple times right when we joined the first few years, and that helped strengthen me and Kristen's marriage and helped us to grow and flourish.
I think because there was such a love within the church, such a good spirit, you're always so glad to get here. It's like, hey, I come home. You know how you feel when you get home? Feel like you going home, because I know one day we're going home to our eternal home, but you felt like you felt so comfortable that it was like you were coming home.
I think my prayer for Lebanon going forward is that we continue to build a reputation, if you want to say that, for being a community church. Working in a community school nearby, I see how we impact our community, and I've seen how we can invite people in with Upwards, our food pantry ministry, and I think it's so important that while, yes, we grow our church with our own families, I think it's even more impactful that we reach the community around us. And I think my prayer is that we start to see people from the community coming in and saying, I want to be like these people. I want whatever they have.
When I think about the future of Lebanon, I really think about Reese, and my prayer is that Lebanon would continue to be faithful to the Word, faithful to continuing to reach out to the next generation, just like Reese's generation, and that they would continue to reach out to the community and share the love of Christ.
And our goal here is God planted this church for a reason. That's to reach the people. And that should be our goal, is to reach the lost. And that's the main thing we should be focusing on. It's not about us, it's about Him.